representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes. You are currently caller number 32.
Are you tired of getting blown out of the water by other web hosting solutions? At BladeNode.com, our affordable web hosting and quick customer support is our #1 priority. BladeNode Web Hosting was started with a mission to provide premium hosting at half the price as other hosts without sacrificing features, reliability, and 24/7 customer support with a live technician. Join our community today by visiting BladeNode.com and using promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your first package.
We going live?
Yes.
We are live now, and hello everyone, welcome back, or even welcome to the season finale of the iSNF BladeNode.com Cup Series. We are here at Nashville Super Speedway for the Music City USA 120, and I'm joined by Tony Trapasso. Hello, Tony.
Welcome to the home of country music, folks. We're getting ready to put on one hell of a season finale for the BladeNode.com Cup Series. I'm excited about this one, Jason. I really am.
Yeah, so am I. It's always great to be able to watch over and commentate a season finale. I did one a couple weeks ago, and that was great fun. And I'm sure this one is going to be great as well, as we always see some fantastic racing here in the series.
Absolutely, and I got to give congratulations and hats off to Rhea Ferris for when she set this schedule up. So many teams, so many leagues out there, they just, we're going to do exactly what XYZ does. No, Rhea put this at a track that it's different, and Rhea, I love you for this. I really do.
Well, I mean, so every other season, it kind of pans out to where I have a little bit more control in the schedule than the other seasons, and the other seasons are more true to NASCAR as far as their schedule, and the order in which we're going to be going next season is going to be matching NASCAR exactly, but it just won't be the exact dates. So this season was fun for me to put together because obviously they're in an off season right now in true NASCAR. So I was able to have a little fun with the schedule, and I chose this one because this seemed to be one of those newer tracks that's still a little bit underrated. Not a lot of people have a whole lot of experience here. And for us to be here at Nashville Super Speedway for the final race of the season puts that little element of surprise to all of your contending, championship runners. So I thought it was definitely a fun pick. I know a lot of people like to run real super speedways. I still don't know to this day why it's called super speedway. I think a lot of people are scratching their head on that, but it is a speedway nonetheless. And
it's over a mile, so yeah.
And anything's better than Sonoma, like we had last week. So,
well, you're not wrong.
But you got to have a road course in the chase because it keeps things also interesting and everyone on their toes, and got to have that variety. But no, thanks for being here, guys. I mean, yeah, it is a country music capital of the world, or U.S., whatever you want to call it. Nashville's a great city. I've been there a handful of times, and no, it's just a beautiful place to end up here. I know specifically we are in the greater Nashville area, out in a city called Lebanon. And I've actually been past this track in real life a handful of times too. And it's pretty neat to look at off the side of the road. But anyway, coming into this, we have, 3 people that are definitely still in this by the end of tonight. And we definitely want to try to get a couple interviews in. I know we talked about bringing some of the close contenders in, and I know we're running a little bit short on time. Let me see if I can grab one of those, or if you guys see the folks that we were talking about earlier.
I'm not seeing any of them.
I can see... only Marcus Hagman.
I don't see Jalen at all.
No, I don't. Is he even in the server?
He's in the server. I just don't see him in the Discord.
Yeah, I don't see
Which
him.
is a kind of a downer because I was
Yeah.
looking forward to talking to him.
Yeah, for sure.
Well then.
So, did you want to go with Francisco?
Let's start with Francisco Villareal, currently second in points, and we'll give Jalen some time to get into the Discord server and hopefully get a chance to talk with him.
Okay. We can get him moved to the right. I'm trying to get him moved into the right channel here, guys.
Yeah, it's a pain in the backside to go up with a scroll.
Yeah. I think I put him in the wrong broadcast booth.
Possibly.
Yep. Let me see if
I don't even see him anymore.
I don't know which one it is.
I see him.
That makes one of us.
He's probably confused as to what we're doing, but he's here
There
now.
he is. We're joined now with the man who's currently sitting second in points, Francisco Villareal. Sir, we've got Tony, Jason, and Rhea up in the booth. Do you have us, sir?
Yep, got you loud and clear.
Well, coming into tonight, we've got a little bit of a wild card race, the 1.33 mile Nashville Super Speedway. You're only 13 points out of the driver standing lead in points. What's your plan of attack here tonight at Nashville?
One is going to be to avoid any wrecks or anything like that. Try and stay out front. Try and get bonus points in regards to staying with the 0x, leading a lap, trying to lead the most laps, and hopefully if I can find some more speed, try and get the pole. But that seems to be a little bit of a distance. But it's going to be about trying to get bonus points to where it comes down to one position between me and Marcus that'll split us.
All right. Well, qualifying, getting ready to fire on off here. We're going to let you go take care of that business, and hopefully we're talking to you in about 200 laps time.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
All right. So there is our second in points. We are going to reach out to Marcus Hagman after he makes his qualifying attempt.
10-4.
For some reason, I'm not.
Gavin Marlin, poor kiddo. They were in the car driving 1,000,000 miles an hour to get here in time, and so he could log in time, and he just made it.
All right. So good thing Gavin is here.
Yep.
As I am not seeing Marcus on track yet. So let's reach out to the world's fastest Swede, the current points leader, driver of the Slayer number 54. Marcus, you're coming into a wild card race here tonight with the points lead in the final race of the season. What's your plan of attack tonight, sir?
That's a really good question, Tony. I have absolutely no idea. I will take this first half of the race practicing to learn the track, actually.
All right. Well, Marcus, qualifying time starting to run a little bit short. We're going to let you get to business, and best of luck to you. Hopefully we're talking to you in about 200 laps time.
No problem. Still plenty of time to qualify, so.
All right. Best of luck to you, Marcus.
Thank you, mate. Take it easy, guys.
It's possible he's not only the world's fastest Swede, but perhaps also the most honest Swede.
True story. And Marcus is one of those guys, and I can say this because I've driven with him in endurance racing. He's always willing to lend a hand. I know that our endurance team was struggling to find a setup that everybody could handle, especially on cold tires and a full load of fuel, like coming out of a pit stop. He made just a couple of minor tweaks. It woke the car up to the point where everybody, even our lowest skilled driver, was a full 1/10 of a second faster than what we had in the car because the comfort level was there. and the car was it was so much more stable. It was so much more fun to drive at that point. And without Marcus, there's absolutely no way that the endurance team that I was on would have been able to get a podium finish at the 24 Hours of Daytona that we got third place at. So he's definitely one of those guys that always willing to lend a hand.
Yeah, he really is. And good luck to him and Jalen, Austin, and Marcus, and Francisco tonight. I'm going to hop off here in just a few minutes, guys, or a few moments. Good luck to you guys in the booth as well.
Good luck to you tonight.
I appreciate that. And also, too, we have kind of cooler weather, and the sun is going to be setting. It's beautiful skies right now, so we have that wind coming out of the northeast at 7. So hopefully a little bit of blustery action going on somewhere to cause maybe a little bit of excitement for you watchers out there. So
absolutely
enjoy the race, sit back, and don't get too messed up on the at-home drinking game. We'll talk to you boys later.
Well, hopefully we're not going to have to play that here tonight. As taking a look at the qualifying times, Francisco Villareal was on pole. Marcus tags the wall coming off of turn 4 on his second lap. Is probably going to negate. Yes, it does. So Hagman going to roll off 13th, now 14th quick as Gavin Marlin rolls off 13th. But how about that lap by Skylar Carnes? Good grief.
That is, 600ths faster than anyone else? Doesn't sound like a massive gap, but
no,
looking at the other times, that is a pretty sizable one.
Well, he put a 28.6 dead against a 28.926, or 28.86 dead against a 28.926. I mean, you're 74 thousandths. That's about the distance from the front bumper to the contingency decals behind the front fender. So about a quarter of a car length.
Yeah, that is pretty good. But we can have a look at the whole grid now. As we said, Skylar Carnes on pole position on the left of row 1. He's got Francisco Villareal, one of the title contenders, next to him. Starting off on row 2 is going to be Travis Browder and Cody Dempster. Row 3 is Austin Cook. He's got an outside shot at the championship. Damian Mulvey is going to be next to him. Row 4, Jalen Battle, another one of our contenders, alongside Richard Poulter. And row 5 is going to be Linus Broström, proving to be the quicker Swede in qualifying today, next to Carl Rourke in 10th.
Zach Phillips and Mike Smith are going to start in row 6. Row 7 gives us John Nettich Jr. and Gavin Marlin. The current points leader coming into tonight, Marcus Hagman, is going to roll off inside row number 8, and he's joined with John Hopley in the 6. Jason Ricketts and Pete Van Sprundle are going to roll off in row number 9, with row 10 going to Brian Chu and Marshall Harris. Row 11 gives us Rhea Ferris and Clarence Prince. JB Banner, the last one to take time in qualifying, is going to roll off inside row number 12. He's going to be joined with the 53 of Russell Brodka. Chad Waller and Derek Cook rolling off in row 13. Marshall Moran and Joey Maines in row 14. Row 15 gives us Mike Iskandar and Eugene Thorne. Row 16 goes to Johnny Castle and Isaac Wilson. So row 17 is Brian Treadwell and Emily Urias. Ian Humphreys and Casey Tomlinson in row number 18. And row 19, starting shotgun on the field, is 21 of Tom Stanley and the 15 of Joey Burgee. Would like to point out that 24th through 38 did not take time, so they are lined up via their iRating. But, this is definitely going to be a wild card race here tonight, Jason.
Yeah, definitely. This is a very full field as well. So it's... we might be fairly heavy on the cautions. I hope we're not, because we all like to see some good racing. But it definitely is a factor that's going to be playing on our drivers' minds. And it's something they've got to think about in their strategies as well with the limited tyre sets that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you bring that up. There's 65% fuel fill, 5 total sets of tires to get them through the race. So they're starting on set 1. They've got 4 sets in their pockets to do 200 laps with. So we should see right around every 50 or so laps, guys coming down to get some fresh shoes put on these race cars. As the field works its way into the 3-4 complex for the final race of this season, Skylar Karn's going to have the button as the pace car makes that hard left turn onto pit road. The only thing that's left for me to say is wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point safety harness, get ready to rock and roll, because race fans, it's showtime! Karn's able to wrestle the lead away from Villareal going into 1. Here comes Cody Dempster on the inside in the Bandit number 49. Villareal gets the better run off of 2, side by side into turn number 3. Battle still hot and heavy for second. They finally get that one sorted out. Behind them, you've got the 33 of Austin Cook and the 00 of Damian Mullery doing battle with Jalen Battle right now. Battle currently holding down the number 7 spot where he started this piece. Dempster up 2, currently running in second place.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start for that 49, and looks like it really wasn't a good start for the 66. He's down 10 already. Marcus Hagman showing down 14. I don't think he actually... I think he started in the pits.
He did.
Well, that's sure not going to help.
No, it's not, but there's going to be some carnage here tonight.
Yeah.
As I saw turn 1 was really giving these guys havoc because of the crosswind they were getting going into the turn. It really unsettles the car, and we are already under caution. Looks like Casey Tomlinson in the 7 involved in that one. And the 15. And yep, there it is. Tomlinson pounds the safer barrier, gets into the 15, and then we're into... What's that? The 41 of Derek Cook catching a piece of it too.
Unfortunately, it looks like that was far enough away that iRacing just said, nope, can do. Didn't want to show me that.
Yeah, what happened was the 7 of Tomlinson just overcooked it going into 1, and the car just pushed like a dump truck, bangs off the safer barrier, gets sideways, comes down in front of Tomlinson, the 41 nowhere to go, and Tomlinson gets into Burgee, and Burgee just race car to the face.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, starting from the back was not the correct decision this time around, then, for some of our drivers.
Well, the good news is Hagman, didn't get into it, but it looks like he is coming down to maybe top off with some fuel. 15 got into his pit stall all wrong. What happened to Burgee?
Now, that is never ideal.
Yeah, coming into his pit stall, he didn't realize where his box was, locks the brakes up, and just almost kills his jackman.
Well, I'm glad that it's only a virtual jackman.
True story. Well then, we're under caution number 1, working lap 5 right now behind the pace car. The Ford Mustang GT500 pace car, the official pace car of iRacing. Always has been, always will be. Skylar Karns, your current leader in the 19. And I'm thinking Skylar is one of those drivers that, had he run the full season, we'd be talking about him right now running for a championship. So I'm real excited to see what's going to happen next season with the 19. Cody Dempster going to be starting outside row number 1 as the lights do go out on the pace car. Karns, Dempster, Cook, Villareal, Mulvey, Browder, Battle, Brostrom, Poulter and Zach Phillips rounding out your top 10 as we are getting ready to fire them off in anger one more time.
I think Villareal is very much so going to be trying to get a good restart here off of the inside lane.
Well,
probably hoping
he's going to get a better
second
shot.
place.
Exactly. He's going to get a better shot restarting in third than restarting outside row 1. That is one of the two most difficult places to restart a race in the entirety of the iRacing server, and it does not matter what car you're in, because unless you've got a VR headset, you cannot see past the bolster for the head on the seat. So
yeah.
Field working its way off of turn number 4. Pace car is in. Carnes has the trigger, holds him down. Green flag in the air, and we are back underway. Side by side for the lead. That's Dempster on the high side, Carnes on the low side. Dempster tries to pinch him down. Carnes gets a better drive off turn 2. Drag race into turn number 3. Dempster full send it, trying to make something happen in that second lane. Almost contact in the middle of 4.
I was going to say, you said
wide.
You said it was one of the most difficult places to restart from, but he seems to do it very well there, as Francisco Villareal very much so losing out on that 3-wide situation with Battle and Mulvey. Battle now up to 4th. Oh yes, they are 3-wide for the lead as well. Carnes, I think, just backing out of that one.
Yeah, that was Austin Cook sending it down the inside, and Carnes doing the right thing, because we've said it time and time again, the most terrifying words you can hear your spotters say in the iRacing server is 3 wide, you're the meat.
Yeah, and I can tell you the restarts may be easier in VR, but that bit's more terrifying in VR.
Yes. Absolutely. As Dempster, Cook, Carnes, Battle up to 4th. So as they sit right now, your current, and this is just my loose mathematics here. Right now, the championship would go to Francisco Villareal, as he currently runs in 8th with Jalen Battle in 4th. They were coming in tonight only separated by 8 points. So Battle's going to have to make it turn and burn here if the regular season points champion is going to have any hopes of winning the playoff series.
I think either way, Francisco Villareal is going to want to get a bit of a move on here, because it looks like the cars behind him are just as hungry as he is to have the positions. So. Yeah, exactly.
As we've got a hot and heavy battle for second place. Cook all over the back bumper of Carnes, backs off a little bit through 3 and 4. He's got to be careful, because he's got a very hungry Jalen Battle reeling him in, as we've got a 5-car breakaway at the front of this piece. Almost a full second to the good between Damian Mulvey in the 00, back to the 5 of Rich Bolter.
Yeah, and I think Skylar Carnes has taken on the mantra of the best way to defend is to attack, because he was looking for the lead on the 49 there. Very close to that outside wall on the exit of 4 there.
Yeah, you had to back it up a little bit as Dempster got him into dirty air, and that's something these guys are really going to have to be mindful of all night long. You've got to get fresh air to that front bumper, or else this car is not going to want to turn, especially being as we are 13 laps under anger right now, getting ready to put lap 13 in the books. And that front 5-car breakaway is starting to steadily stretch its legs.
Yep, so they're just sort of setting the pace for the rest of the guys, that just saying that they'll need to keep this up if they want to have a chance for the lead later on in the race, because it looks like they'll easily be able to do it again.
Now, these seem to be the 5 drivers.
Hard into the wall for
33
Austin
into the
Cook.
wall. Almost gets into Jalen Battle. Here comes the 5. Good grief.
Send it around the outside.
Had a full head of steam. Battle had to back it up a little bit to not get into the 33, and that cost him a lot of track position.
Yep, track position and time, but I think track position is the more important part when you've got Francisco Villareal right behind you.
Absolutely.
Which is the guy that you're basically fighting for the lead of the championship here.
Yeah, absolutely. As these guys, no quarter asked for, no quarter given right now. As that is... Yeah, it is. 71.
What was that?
Why am I seeing a 71 on Linus Brostrom's car? Oh, I know why. Oops.
Did you have the wrong...
I forgot to turn off custom numbers.
Yeah, it's definitely the 52 car, which is being
Yeah, I'm sitting there going,
looked
why is
at.
there 71 on track? There's no 71 in the session.
Being looked at by Villareal on the inside.
Yeah, I forgot to turn off custom numbers. As Linus Brostrom in the 52 works his way around Villareal. We are back under caution. Looks like Isaac Wilson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. What happened there?
Can I get the angle, please? Nope, I can just get when he's off the track.
Russell Bradka is actually starting that one.
Oh.
And he had help.
Hmm.
He had a lot of help. There was a gaggle of cars back there. The 42 gives him the chrome horn in the middle of 4, and Bradka is along for the ride at that point.
Yeah.
Ouch. Oh! He got into his teammate.
Oh, that's never never what you want to do.
Bradka got into Hagman.
It's like the 49 of Dempster is pitting. What for?
Rourke is in. Marlin's in. Nedich, Vince Brundle, Banner, Iskandar, Humphreys, Castle. Yeah, no, the leader... Yeah, the leader did pit. But there was a lot of carnage there.
Oh, Dempster's taking 4 on fuel.
A little early on that, I think.
Hagman's been through the pits as well. He's now coming out in 18th, I believe.
Absolutely. One of the cars you're going to want to look at is the CorvetteParts.com number 32 of Clarence Price. He's driving a pavement modified right now.
Oh, yeah. That's unideal at the best of times.
Especially in a track where front downforce is a lifesaver.
Yeah,
currently being shown on the lead lap. Yeah, he's bringing it pit side.
Yeah.
That car is not at all going to be handling the way he wants it to when we go back to green.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, because this isn't exactly the most banked track I've ever seen. I can see why your front downforce is going to be super important.
Absolutely. Front downforce, clean air, all of that going to play a key here tonight as your current top 10, Skylar Carnes, Damian Mulvey, Austin Cook, Jalen Battle, Rich Poulter, Linus Grostrom, Francisco Villareal, Zach Phillips, Travis Browder, and Marshall Harris. Harris already up 10 spots from where he started. And then if we take a look a little bit further down, currently running in 16th spot, we got Brian Treadwell up 17 in the Exalta number 48. So...
yeah, it's always interesting because...
or Ally 48, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I feel like we basically see this every race where there's someone that's just up an insane amount of spots, but it's just always interesting to see who it's going to be.
And that's why I would hope that next season this league does give a biggest mover award, because that it's fun to watch guys pick their way through the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the lights go out on the Ford Mustang GT500 pace car, Carnes going to have the button when we go back to green. Now the question is, what type of restart are we going to see from that second row?
Well, I don't know. By the looks of Mulvey, he's sitting back at the moment. So that tells me he's doing that just so that he can even see the 19 of Carnes.
Yeah, you want to be about a half a car width back. He's a little bit further back than I would be, but you want to be about a half a car width back, listening and kind of looking at that right front fender of the car next to you. And as soon as you hear the revs start to climb, just jump on the loud pedal and hang on. But we are about to see what fresh tires are going to do to this field. As, we have had some takers down pit road. Freshest tires on track belong to the man in 17th spot. That is the 49 of Cody Dempster. Green flag is out, and we are back underway. Battle has to check up as the 00 Mulvey doesn't go. That's going to let Brostrom get to the back bumper of Battle as they are side by side. Second lane really starting to pick it up. The 33 of Austin Cook was completely asleep at the switch.
Yeah, I don't quite know what happened there for him. He seemed to be alright on the initial restart, and then he's just dropped.
Zach Phillips working the outside of the 33 right now. Phillips into the wall. Hip check on the 33 as they come down the front chute.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hopefully not too much damage for that then, but it seems to be quite easy to get into that outside wall here. Yep. See how this goes. Number 5 seems to like taking it 3 wide.
Yeah, the 5 of Rich Poulter, not afraid to throw it in there. 33 of Austin Cook, wisely backing out of it. Now, we didn't mention Cook in the pre-race being as a points contender. He's got an outside shot. He's got a hope for Villareal, Battle, and Hagman to all have just dumpster fire races from this point. And he's got to go on to score a top 5 to wrestle that championship away, because coming into tonight, he was 60 points out of the lead.
Yeah. Which theoretically capable of taking back.
Mathematically still in it. However,
realistically,
you got to hope for a miracle.
Yep, although this is racing, miracles can and do happen.
As we saw on Friday night. And those of you that missed that one, our Circuit B Diecast Super Speedway Series put on an amazing finish.
Ooh, 62 into the wall again. Hold it.
Hang on to her, son. Nope, that's going to be
That's not holding it. Don't be hit. He's got it.
Oh!
Yikes.
Please tell me that wasn't who I thought it was.
Hagman's involved.
No, he's not. He just barely missed it. The 1 took the bullet for Hagman. Jason Ricketts took the bullet, blast the 62 out of the way. Hagman's able to squeeze through.
Didn't squeeze through completely clean, though. Had some contact with the 30 and then a bit with the 42 as well.
Well, it was ever so slight contact.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a lot of damage on the 54.
There'll be an unsafe pit entry, though, so whether that gets cleared or not, I don't know.
It should, because he was pinballed down there.
Yeah.
Good grief. Well then, caution number 3. So if you are playing the at-home drinking game...
I thought you were going to go there.
So if you are watching right now, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm to help share this to the masses. But let us know who you're pulling for. I see Tyler Merritt up there as he's pulling for the number 23 San Francisco Villareal. So let us know who the rest of you are pulling for. We'll try to give your favorite driver some screen time. So Jason, while we are under caution again, what do you say we hear from over at BladeNode?
Yeah, I think that is a good idea. So we'll be right back after this.
All of our representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes. You are currently caller number 32.
Are you tired of getting blown out of the water by other web hosting solutions? At BladeNode.com, our affordable web hosting and quick customer support is our #1 priority. BladeNode Web Hosting was started with a mission to provide premium hosting at half the price as other hosts without sacrificing features, reliability, and 24/7 customer support with a live technician. Join our community today by visiting BladeNode.com and using promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your first package.
And we are back after a quick word from the sponsor of the league, BladeNode.com.
Absolutely, for all your web hosting needs, BladeNode is who you want to go with. Wait, what?
What are you seeing?
Cody Dempster's put it on the hauler. Zach Phillips put it on the hauler.
Oh.
And it has Chad Waller.
Did not expect Dempster, but was he involved in the last track?
I didn't see him going through there. He was in front of it.
I didn't think he was either, but
well then, as you would say over there on your side of the pond, that's a sticky wicket.
I guess
Hagman's going to have to hustle it as he is still in the pits trying to pit farm the Slayer 52. Finally rolling out right now. So I dare say that the team took what's generally done is on that left side wheel openings, they took a baseball bat to each one of them, had the driver roll the car forward. Pete Van Sprundle just had a throughput, so hopefully he'll be able to make it back. But they took a baseball bat to the wheel opening to make sure that the tires aren't going to rub. And I dare say that's what Hagman's crew was doing there, just to make sure that he doesn't cut a tire down later in the race here. But the lights are out on the Ford Mustang GT 500 pace car as it works its way down the back straightaway here. And I'll tell you what, tonight while you're watching, folks, being as we are in Music City, USA, let us know what your favorite country style song is. As there's I mean, this is the home of country music. You know, the Grand Ole Opry is about 20 minutes from this track. So, you know, let us know who's your favorite country artist, what your favorite country song is, and we will try to engage in the chat with that one. As the pace car is in, field working its way under the green flag. It is out as Carnes has been holding the field down until that green flag has come out. Battle, though, looking real racy right now on that low lane in the 27, and we are back under caution. Oh, no.
What was that this time?
Derek Cook in the 51 involved, 7 involved. Let's see. That started with the 7 of Tomlinson.
Oh, yep.
He caught the wall in 1.
Back to that.
Spins it. 41, nowhere to go. Tags him. We are back under caution. Well then.
I was just going to say, that's another one of those, there's not trivia this time, but one of those fun little things that it's once again worth not asking me.
I'm sure if I started naming off songs, you would recognize them.
I'd probably start recognizing some, yeah.
Because I guarantee you BBC One played quite a few country hits at one point. You know, like if I were to say Garth Brooks, you'd probably recognize some of his songs.
I've heard the name.
There you go, then. That's all that matters. You know, Garth Brooks, Martina McBride, Shania Twain. Yes, and I'm dating myself, folks. Patti Loveless, George Strait, George Jones.
The rest of those, not so much.
Well, Tim Cook pulling for his boy Austin to pull something off here tonight. Tim Austin currently holding down a very strong 6th position. Has kept that car out of trouble all night long so far.
A bit of a close moment earlier on, but
yeah, you might need to buy him a new fire suit. That one seems to be a little stained. Russell Bradka getting the free pass there. And again, I do want to thank everybody for joining us here for the season finale of the iSNF BladeNode.com Cup Series. Here live from the Nashville Superspeedway. We are currently working caution number 4. Real cool conditions here tonight. I don't think we took a look at this too in depth before the race. Currently on track, it's as cool as the iRacing servers will let us have at 64 degrees Fahrenheit. It's actually 46 degrees in Nashville. Under relatively clear skies as the lights are on around the track. So we are going to be finishing at night here at Nashville. 7-mile-an-hour wind out of the northeast, which means these guys are going to be hitting a headwind going into 3, but it is a side wind going into 1, as we have seen all of the trouble tonight happen in turn number 1 as the cars get just incredibly twitchy out there. So something to be mindful of as the race moves forward. Lights go out on the pace car, and it looks like we are going to go single file because we did not get a full lap in after the last restart. That is an iRacing deal. That is not a league admin deal. So should have a little bit less carnage, shall we say? Should being the most opportune phrasing there.
Yeah, I mean, it's proved to work decently well in the past, so hopefully they'll just get underway with no real issues.
Absolutely. Is Pete Van Sprundle back on track, or back in the session now, so he didn't lose too much time after that throughput. As the pace car peels off of turn number 4, Carnes has the button as they get into the Red Cat restart zone. Coming down the front chute, here we go. And Isaac Wilson going to the pits. Interesting.
That's a decision.
Possibly had to serve a black flag, as right now the battle for second, hot and heavy. That is Jalen Battle working on the inside of Damian Mulvey down the back straightaway. The 27 on the low side, the 00 on the high side. They're going to have to get that one sorted out real quick because they are going to have a very quick Linus Brostrom hauling them in as Mulvey almost gets into the wall off of 4. Still side by side for second, and Brostrom thinking about making it 3 wide, doesn't quite have the room yet. That gap closed on him incredibly quick.
Well, we've seen that you can. I'm not sure it's the best idea, but you can definitely make it. But 27 of Jalen Battle really not wanting to hang around here, because he's going to want to get all of the bonus points that he can possibly have. Was that Mulvey into the wall?
Yes, it was. Mulvey just pounded the wall coming off of 4. Didn't quite cheese grater it. Almost gets the chrome horn from Brostrom going through 2. Brostrom backing it up, so didn't get into Mulvey, and that's going to let him fall back into the clutches of the 5 of Rich Poulter. But that battle for second still in lockstep as they come up a 4 side by side one more time. Battle with a little bit of an advantage. Here comes Mulvey on the high side.
Yeah, looks like neither lane is really definitely quicker than the other. So I think you can just sort of do whatever you want, I guess. But Mulvey in the end winning that battle, and Brostrom's now looking to the inside of Battle. I don't think he's quite alongside.
This late into a tire run, I think Mulvey had the advantage on that second lane because Battle almost caught the apron and won. Really had to chase the car that let Mulvey get away, and now Battle going to do what he can to try to reel the 00 back in and not let the 19 of Skylar Carnes get too far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Skylar's been, well, how can I say this, just dominant so far. It's only been 40 laps of 200, but it just shows what the rest of the drivers need to do and need to match for the rest of this race.
Oh, God. Oh, I just saw the live chat in the stream. Thank you, sir. I believe it's called Tie Me Up 911. Let's get picks. My pick is the pace car to the win. Oh, I love you guys. The fans watching these races make this so worth it for us up here in the booth. You guys are awesome. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, look at this back here. They were 2 by 2 coming into 1. Francisco Villareal trying to make moves now. Trying to claw back as many positions as possible to get back to where Jalen Battle is. And that 14 is a lap car, so he's now only 2 spots behind.
Absolutely. The front of this field getting a little bit stretched out, but Villareal right there with the 14. Poulter right there. Now, the 14 does have fresh shoes on that Ford Mustang. as he is all over the back bumper of that Toyota Camry of Villareal. And then we've got a real angry battle going on right now.
Whoa.
That is the 66 of Nedich Jr. and Travis Browder going at it.
I think they were debating going 3 wide to
They were thinking
get
about
past
it.
that 14, but
Oh.
66 not wanting to. But that's going to let the 3 make it around in that Christmas Coca-Cola livery.
That's Gavin Marlin, as it is that time of year, folks. And we are less than a week away from one of the more important holidays for this season. Of course, we do like to wish our friends who celebrated it a happy belated Hanukkah. Kwanzaa is coming up. Christmas is coming up. The New Year's is coming up. And, I'm holding up my water glass right now. Here's a toast that 2022 is a lot better than 2020 and 2021 combined.
Well, I hope so too, and I'm going to say no more than that. Because I know my powers as a commentator to curse things.
Yeah, let's not do that.
We say no more.
But again, tonight we're asking you guys, as we are in Music City, USA, the home of the country music recording industry, who's your favorite recording artist? What's your favorite song by your favorite artist? And Damian Mulvey making the call that he is coming in this time, making it well known. So that's going to give second place over to Jalen Battle as Mulvey peels off to bring it down pit road to get his first set of fresh Mr. Feelgoods on that car.
Bit slidey down on the way to pit road.
Oh, it's very cold and very dirty down on that apron.
Yeah, it might be something to keep an eye on actually, because I would hazard a guess that someone is going to get that wrong at some point.
Safe bet. Right now, though, that the real battle is for third place. You got Francisco Villareal, Rich Poulter, Travis Browder, and Gavin Marlin all right there within striking distance of each other. And then you've got about a 1.5 second gap back to John Nedich Jr. as Linus Grostrom seems to be having a little bit of a problem in the 52.
Yeah, he's dropping back significantly, but Travis Browder trying to make his way back up towards third position where he started. As Jalen Battle is inheriting the lead as Skylar Carnes goes in, Villareal is also going to go in.
So Battle going to get that all-important bonus point for leading a lap. So that's definitely going to help his cause.
Yep, that is 5 extra points for him then.
Yes, it is. It all depends on how this one fans out, because if you take a look at what these guys turned for fast time so far and what their last laps were, you're talking a full second after 51 laps as far as fresh tires to new tires. As Battle peels off to bring it down pit road, that hands the lead of the race over to the 18 of Travis Browder, who has yet to come down pit road. Gavin Martin was last down pit road on lap number 19, so not a whole lot of difference in the tire strategy, but the fuel strategy, you got to give the nod to Marlin and Nedich Jr. As Browder has not been down pit road, Marlin and Nedich have. Chu has not, Brostrom has not. Brostrom in now.
Yeah, I do wonder whether Marcus Hagman actually took tyres on his last pit stop, because I show him as last pitted on lap 30.
No, he did not. He was just pit farming that car.
Okay. Because if he had, that would have been quite a nice overall strategy to try and get him back, I think.
And the 18 of Browder peeling off. That's going to hand the lead of the race over to that Coca-Cola Christmas 3 of Gavin Marlin. And we heard Rhea Ferris say in the pre-race, Marlin's family was hustling it to get him here on time. missed the drivers' meeting, but was able to turn a couple of laps in the practice session.
Skylar Khan's just casually going down the middle of Marshall Harris and Joey Manis through two. Get back up towards the lead as quickly as possible.
Absolutely.
Doesn't want to waste any time, and he's going to be unlapping himself from Marcus Hagman as we speak. You can just see how well those fresh tyres do. Battle and Mulvey not far behind.
Absolutely. Well, right now it's a two-horse race up in front of this thing. It's Gavin Marlin and John Nettis Jr. And then you go back to third place, who is 3.5 seconds back off of Netich. That is the 16 of JB Banner, up 20. Then you got the 15 of Joey Burgee, who started shotgun on the field, currently up 34 starting spots, as he is slowly but steadily reeling in the 16 of Banner.
And we just saw there our three main title protagonists in one shot, I think, for the first time this race.
Mm-hmm. And that's what fresh tires looks like, folks.
Yeah, I wonder if Marcus Hagman has taken tyres at all so far.
I'm gonna say no with a question mark.
Because I don't think it's sustainable to stay out on the 58 lap olds if he's on them, as Battle's going to try and make a move for Mulvey once again. But at the same time, he's going to try something different, because he sort of has to.
Well, he's going to try it, but if you take a look at the last lap that Battle turned, a 29.46, and compare that with the last lap that Hagman turned, was a 30.78. So a 1.5 seconds difference per lap.
Yeah. That's his, shows you what the new tyres can do, and actually a few people staying out quite a lot longer than I thought they would. Specifically Marlin, Nettis Jr. and Banner. But they did all put on lap 19. I don't think...
Looks like Marlin took a set of tires there too.
Yeah. 66 was what? Probably, is that 2 in fuel?
No, that's just fuel.
Oh.
Banner may have been 2 in fuel, but the thing is, I'm not sure which 2. Because if he took right, that car should have been about 8 different kinds of sideways around this track already.
Mm-hmm.
Because just taking rights for the first about 10 laps really loosens the car up.
Yeah.
And then the tires equalize and you're back to pushing like a dump truck. And here comes the 18 to work past Burgee and Banner. And it looks like Burgee he had to have taken at least 2, just with how well that car is handling compared to the 16 of Banner, who has not taken tires. Actually, I take that back. Banner took 2, Burgee just took fuel. Back on lap 28.
Yeah. And now the effective leaders, if we don't take pit stops into account, and just unlap themselves. Yep.
So that hands the lead of the race over to the 66, John Nettis Jr. But if you look, Jalen Battle and Francisco Villareal have already unlapped themselves the hard way from him.
Yeah.
So effective race lead should be going to the 19 of Skylar Carnes after everybody cycles through on this set of green flag pit stops.
Yeah, and they are not hanging about getting past these, well, I'd say lap cars. They're not. But they're just sort of making their way through back to realistically where they should be.
Right. Carnes currently running in the 16th spot in scoring as they work their way past the 21. That is Tom Stanley. Stanley was last down pit road on lap 19 for fuel only. Jason Ricketts has decided to put it on the hauler.
Can't quite remember what happened to him.
There makes two of us. I know he got involved in one of those incidents, and he was driving a pavement modified there for a while.
Well, it definitely wasn't for no reason.
Yikes. As the 5 working around the 66, the 32, needing to give room to the faster cars, finally does. As the next car to unlap themselves the hard way is going to be Linus Brostrom. And you got to wonder how much longer is Netich going to stay out, because now it's a 2-second gap to those guys that had taken fresh tires already. And Netich is coming in.
Yeah, I was going to say it's really not worth staying out much longer, I think. Joey Burgee now staying out. Number 7 was going very slowly.
Tomlinson's got a lot of damage on the right side of that car.
That would explain it.
Yeah, it's completely pancaked, and he started to cheese grater it here as the 15 of Burgee was last down for fuel on lap 28. Here comes the 33 to unlap himself.
Yeah, I mean, those tires right now are going to be screaming at him.
Yeah, you're looking at about a second difference between Burgee and Cook as far as lap times, what they're doing. So you got to think that these guys that are on a slightly different pit strategy, they're going to be hoping for a caution here quickly to get back in cycle with everyone else.
Yeah, definitely.
Although if the race were to end right this very second, Marcus Hagman would get your championship, as he's currently running in, or being scored in the number 2 spot, about 3.5 seconds behind your current race leader, the NOS Energy number 15 of Burgee. And Burgee's in.
Yep, unsurprising, and that is going to give the race lead to Marcus Hagman. That's what he wanted, because that is 5 extra bonus points for him right there.
Absolutely.
For leading at least a lap.
So that's all important right there, because Villareal has not led a lap yet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I can assure to you that he's not got the 5 bonus points for a 0x.
No, he does not.
And it's unlikely to get the points for most laps led, but basically going to take what he can get at this point.
Hey, 5 bonus points are 5 bonus points.
Yeah.
You know, that's 4 less positions that you've got to be up in the standings at the close of this race. As right now, Jalen Battle, currently in the number 6 spot. Skylar Carnes, your effective race lead once these green flag pit stops cycle through. Hagman still has to come down for tires. Rourke, Harris, Castle all have to come down for tires. So effective race lead goes to the 19. As we are currently working lap 72 of 200. And, you know, Jason, this this is a high-speed chess match right now.
Yeah, definitely. This just feels like it's going to come down to strategy more than anything. It looks like overtaking isn't the easiest thing to do, especially when you're both on completely worn tires. Whoa. Yep.
You saw the 42.
Yeah, I saw that as well. There's someone slow.
7.
But,
Seven
yeah.
Tomlinson getting it all wrong, but does not bring out a caution, luckily. But yeah, the 42 on some fresher shoes almost got into the 27 of Battle. Luckily, he was able to climb on the binders just enough. Hagman's finally in. They hands the lead of the race over to the 51 of Rourke, as he has the 41, who is a lap car, on the apron working his way around him. Little bit twitchy there.
This is quite the group.
Holy
just
cow.
in front of our leaders. Or effective
go.
leaders, at least.
Carnes gets the lead back as Rourke pits.
Yep, I think no doubt as to who holds most laps led at this point in time.
Ooh,
Don't come down, 12!
He was thinking about it.
Look at Jalen Battle now. He's probably going to be able to get past. Not quite, just about squeezing him up. Is Skylar Carnes.
12 getting out of the way, does not want to be that driver. But here we go. Hagman on the fresh shoes. Those are the 1 and 2 on track in front of him right now. So he is going to have the advantage with the fresher rubber as they come down the back straightaway. Hagman gets a little bit better run off of 2. He's going to unlap himself from Battle going into 3, and then sets his sights on unlapping himself from Carnes. So this is going to put us 17 cars on the lead lap. Marcus Hagman being the last car scored as such.
I can tell you he's not going to waste any time with this.
Absolutely not.
No point in Carnes battling it, really. As 54 is already through.
And that gives the 12 of Rhea Ferris the free pass position so far. As they work their way around the Exalta number 24 of Mike Smith. Carnes in the ninth, the DeWalt Tools number 19, your current race leader, as he worked inside of Smith. Smith not putting up much of a battle. Jalen Battle currently sitting in second place. He's got a hope for Francisco Villareal to have a little bit, as I believe that's only right now Villareal 1 point to the good after Jalen Battle leading a lap, currently sitting 1 spot in front of Villareal. Granted, 2 seconds to the good is Battle. But with Villareal running where he is, that gives him 1 point to the good at the close of this event currently. So championship implications hot and heavy right now as Battle starting to stretch his legs over Villareal. Villareal's got to be careful because he's got the 18 of Browder starting to breathe down his neck.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I don't think he can even afford to lose this spot. Because, as you said, Jalen Battle is basically right on the back of Francisco Villareal in the championship at the moment, having had that lap-led point.
Absolutely. If Browder gets by Villareal and Battle can maintain, that'll give Battle 1 point to the good over Villareal.
I'm just looking here. Just trying to figure out the point system and where people are. I believe this race at the moment would give Villareal 165 points. It would give Battle 175.
It's 175 for the lead.
Yeah, but he's got the 5 bonus points.
Yeah, it's 175 for the win.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's got the 5 bonus points. So it's 170 for second, but plus 5.
Yes. You are right. You are right. So there's a 5-point difference per spot.
Yep, until you get to...
Well,
6th.
Yeah, 6th it starts to go down by 6. And then from 15th back it's 2. So
yeah.
So right now, with those 5 bonus points and being in second, I do stand corrected, and I apologize, folks. My math was off. Jalen Battle, right this second, is your championship leader. Mulvey's in.
Yep, I'm just going to have to keep a file on this, to be honest, to keep track.
And I apologize, folks, because I deal with so many different leagues and so many different points developments. I forgot that this league does the old school points scoring way. But I do enjoy this a little bit more because it really puts an emphasis on finishing towards the front. So that would be 175 for Battle, 60 for 164. No, 160. Sorry, 165 for third. So by 2 points, Jalen Battle currently leads the points.
Yep, I'm just working out the whole thing as it stands. Plus.
As they sit right now, Hagman would still hang on third. Because Austin Cook is only 2 spots in front of him.
Yes.
But Villareal's got to turn it up a little bit here. He's wasting too much time working on these lap cars. He's got to be real careful because the 18 is right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And we are 10 laps to the halfway mark. Carnes is in. Villareal just got a point.
Well, that is that definitely changes it a bit.
Yes, it does.
He needed that, realistically.
He needed it desperately.
Yeah.
So now it's 3 points to the good for Villareal.
Yep. Where is Battle? Battle's also in?
Battle is also in, dropped to 13th. That's going to hand the lead of the race over to the 18 of Travis Browder. Now the question is, where is Hagman just passed Villareal. So the question is, when is Hagman going to come in? I dare say we're probably going to see him right around lap 1.
I don't know. He's on a different strategy right now, so very much could run into.
He was last down pit road on lap 74.
Yeah. Probably could run up to 110 maybe. I don't know if he'd want to, but I think he can.
That's exactly it. He may be thinking about it, being as we're probably not done seeing that dreaded yellow flag. So, if Hagman can get or hang on to that last set of tires and have something at the closing laps of this race, should we get a late race caution, Hagman's going to be in the catbird seat because Villareal, Battle, and the 19 of Carnes are all on their third set of 5 sets of tires.
Yeah, because that's just it. Because if you get a caution, let's say around lap 185, and then Hagman can come in for a fresh set of tires, and these other guys can't, then bye-bye. We've seen how good those tires are.
Austin was not 7 laps down. Tim Cook in the live chat wondering how Austin could go from 7 laps down to lead lap in 10th.
That is probably just my SDK.
Yeah, that was definitely your SDK going haywire, because Austin. Where is Austin?
It doesn't like
currently sitting 22nd on the lead lap. After just doing a pit stop.
It really doesn't like when I can't see every driver.
Right. So Austin is being on the lead lap. Technically.
Yeah. So apologies for that. I don't know whether anything's wrong with my iRacing settings. I don't know whether it's a hardware issue.
Well, let me rephrase that. After this green flag pit stop round is over, Austin will be on the lead lap. He's currently being shown 1 lap down, as are Villareal, Marshall Harris, Marshall Moran, Rich Poulter, Mike Iskandar, Johnny Castle, Travis Crowder, Gavin Martin, Derek Cook, and Eugene Thorne. Those guys all being shown 1 lap down. So once this set of green flag pit stops finishes, Austin will be back on the lead lap. I'm not exactly sure where, though.
Yep, Jalen Battle has taken back effective second.
Yeah, Tim, that was a timing and scoring glitch, so we do apologize for that. But your boy's doing pretty good so far. Keeping the car relatively clean. He's got a good run going. Looks like he's going to be relegated to 4th in points, though. But all things considered, it's been a really good season for the 33. Joey Burgee in the 15 continues to go the way here. Hagman currently sitting in 2nd place. About 6 3/4 seconds back. So just about the entire length of the back straightaway. JB Banner holding down 3rd. Carl Rourke in 4th. Skylar Carnes, your effective race leader, currently being scored in the number 5 slot.
Yeah, and he's got the effective 2nd and 3rd right on his tail as well, as he's going to be going past the number 11 of Brian Chu momentarily.
Absolutely, and you can tell the guys that have definitely put in the to learn this track. They're running up front. They're running, very, very skilledly up front. As we did hear last week, Carnes loves this place.
Well, it shows. It seems like any track he loves, he can just go, run at the front, and sort of nearly be untouchable.
Linus Brostrom just put it on the hauler.
I saw on my SDK that it said he crashed at some point.
Yeah, that's not good. So, again, relatively low here in the race action. We're just waiting for the green flag pit stops to cycle on through. Jason, I think now would be a good time to hear from the good friends over at BladeNode.
Yeah, I think so too. So once again, we will be right back after this.
Our representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes. You are currently caller number 32.
Are you tired of getting blown out of the water by other web hosting solutions? At BladeNode.com, our affordable web hosting and quick customer support is our #1 priority. BladeNode Web Hosting was started with a mission to provide premium hosting at half the price as other hosts without sacrificing features, reliability, and 24/7 customer support with a live technician. Join our community today by visiting BladeNode.com and using promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your first package.
And welcome back once again to the Music City USA 120 for some reason at Nashville.
Oh, contact!
19
51
race
and a
lead,
19.
51. Effective race lead, rather. Not anymore.
The effective race lead now goes to Jalen Battle.
That is big.
Yeah, it was. There's Carl Rourke getting into the 19 down the back straightaway. Now, in his defense, they were in a 3-wide situation as Carnes tried to work the outside of the 51 of Rourke. Battle got a great run coming off a 2, and there was just contact down the middle of the back straightaway. So Carnes gonna be pissed.
Yeah. Oh, Carnes just about keeping it out of the wall as well. Inside wall that was.
He's driving mad now, so look for him to hustle that car for everything it's worth moving forward. And we did get an answer for who's your favorite country group. Tim Cook, yes, absolutely. The band Alabama had a bunch of amazing songs back when they were still active. Just a great quartet, if ever there was one in the country music. And they did have a lot of crossover hits that did get into the top 100 Billboard overall. So, yeah, definitely the group Alabama. The rest of you who are watching, who's your favorite country group? Give us one of their songs. Something that really motivates you, or if you're feeling down, puts a smile on your face every time you hear it. So, again, if you haven't already done so, folks, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for us. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm to help share this video to the masses. The other thing we're going to ask you to do is, if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Because after the first of the year, we're going to take a little bit of a lull here during the holiday season. But once we get back to the first of the year, we are going to have 2 and 3 races every night of the week. So you're not going to want to miss a single moment of action here on the ESBN family of broadcasts.
Yeah, absolutely. When we say that we're back in January, we are back in January.
2 and 3 broadcasts a night. Are you ready for it, Jason?
Oh, no. But, oh well, we'll have to be.
I don't think you're going to have a choice. Burgie's in. That's going to hand the effective race lead over to the 54 of Hagman again, as we are currently working lap 112 of 200. Burgie's in. Banner's in. Battle is only 5 seconds back off of Hagman. So I got to think Hagman is trying to extend this fuel run as far as he can, tires be damned, so that he can have at one set just sitting there should we get a late race caution with about 10 to go.
Yeah, I mean, the way this race has gone, I don't think he has much choice, because if he tries to get it on the same strategy as everyone else, he's not clear half a second a lap quicker. So he's just not going to come back to that fight unless he does something different.
Absolutely. Your current top 10, Marcus Hagman, Jalen Battle, Francisco Villareal, Skylar Carnes, Travis Browder, Rich Poulter, Gavin Martin, Russell Bradka, and Marshall Moran rounding out your top 10. John Nettich, Marshall Harris, Carl Rourke, and Austin Cook being scored as the last cars on the lead lap. Cook in 14th. Brian Chu, the first car, one or more laps down, back in 15th. As Austin Cook gets by the 17 of Moran to move him up a spot, he's going to move up another spot as Hagman now ducks down pit road. That's going to hand the lead of the race over to Jalen Battle. Damian Mulvey currently sitting in second, San Francisco Villareal in third.
Yeah, a few battles going on back here now as well. So we've got Austin Cook, Carl Rourke, and Marshall Harris all running pretty close together.
Absolutely.
But, who's that just behind? Joey Burgee joining the fight, actually. I say joining the fight, he looks like he's just going to be blitzing the fight, to be honest. He's on fresher tyres, so he's just going to be there and gone. And there he is.
Absolutely.
Gone.
As he flashes by the 33 of Cook. Cook currently running in 12th. Bradka's in. So current championship implications. Battle by 3. We just lost Joey Burgee.
Ooh.
There he is. He's back. But he's got a 4-digit ping, so
Yeah,
I don't know how much longer the 15 is going to be able to hang in there.
I saw the blip, and hopefully that's not going to affect anything.
You hope not. You always hope not.
It's always terrible when your internet goes and you accidentally take someone out.
Absolutely. As Burgee now working by the double deuce of Marshall Moran, and that is the lap car, the 24 of Mike Smith. Burgee on a tear right now. That's the fastest lap of anybody the last time by with a 29.8. Everybody else in the deep 30-second range.
Yeah, he's once again showing fresh tyres. Can just get you around no matter what. I want to see what Marcus Hagman's doing actually as well.
29.5.
Ooh.
Current fast lap of the race.
On track.
Well, quickest car on track right now is the 18 of Travis Browder. As far as who has the best time of the race, I take that back. Austin Cook has the quick lap of the race with a 29.19, and we're under caution.
Interesting.
Browder involved.
Have a look, see if I can
Oh no.
get that one to you.
Oh!
Negative.
He had the run on Mike Iskandar in the 12 of Rhea Ferris. Iskandar was low, Ferris was high. Browder came off of 4 and just got into Ferris. And then the 51, nowhere to go. Race car to the face.
Very unfortunate. And I think this is also quite unfortunate with how it's going for Hagman, unless the top 3 all decide to pit again. Looks like Battle's going for it, Mulvey's going for it, Villareal's going for it, so yeah, there you go.
That's going to let Hagman get the wave around.
Yep. Well, yeah, he's going to be back on the lead lap. It's
And no, it's not.
Is it not?
No, Joey Burgee stayed out.
Hagman is currently running in front of Burgee on track, though, no? Yeah, he's been waved around, so he's just...
Oh, he got the lucky dog. Okay.
Ah.
Okay, so that's good news for the 54. Bad news is 7-lap difference on the guys that came down pit road just now.
Yeah, 7 laps isn't...
It's not horrid.
Too much, though.
It's not horrid, but it's going to be enough.
And when you consider that he's got an extra set
right
at the end, if he wants to use them, if he gets the opportunity, and he's now right there with them.
I dare say we're going to see Hagman come down probably 50 to go.
Sounds like it's probably going to be...
to get that 4th set.
Right call, yeah.
And then, should we get a late race caution? We're only working caution number 5, so that's impressive here at Nashville for any league. Hagman's coming down now. Looking to get back on the same tire strategy as the leaders.
Well, there's less time to make up now, so...
Yeah, Austin Cook in, Brian Chu in, Hagman in, Smith in.
See what he does. I would assume 4 and fuel.
Fuel only. Wow. That's ballsy.
Save those tires.
Absolutely. That's a ballsy move right there.
Got to give him credit for it. He's trying to win a championship, and he's got to choose a different way to do it, to try and get back in and sort of get lucky via skill.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the one thing I've learned about Hagman. He's a very cerebral driver. As far as strategies go, it's going to be very difficult to beat the driver of the 54 on strategy.
Yeah.
He plans out a race. He knows when he's going to do what, when, and he does not deviate from it. And it's proven him pretty decent so far this season. Lights are out on the pace car. There go the wave around.
I was just going to say, if you've got a plan and you're sticking to it, then, well, you sort of know what to do at every step.
Absolutely. So Joey Burgee going to have the button. The only downside for him is he's got 10 laps older tires than do Jalen Battle, Damian Mulvey, Gavin Martin, Rich Poulter, Francisco Villareal, Skylar Carnes, John Edis Jr., Brian Chu, Travis Browder, Marcus Hagman, and Joey Manis.
Yeah, but let it be known that this is basically last to first challenge complete for Joey Burgee.
You're not wrong.
He may not finish in first, but he's done it.
Mm-hmm. Burgee's another one of those guys that's looking to make a statement here in the closing part of the season. as the draft is going to happen in about mid-January for next season's racing teams. Pace car is in. They get into the Red Cat restart zone. Green flag is in the air, and we are back underway, working lap 125. And we're under caution again.
That was quick.
That was very quick.
Let's see
I
what's
didn't see
happened
what happened.
there.
I missed it.
Oh, JB Banner just lit up the tyres into the outside wall. I believe
Not good.
We are also joined by Rhea Ferris. Hello, Rhea. Maybe not yet.
She's taking care of admin duties, I think.
I'm here. I just forgot to set my parameters.
And
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I got taken out along with the 51 of Rourke. We both got X'd out simultaneously by none other than the 18. And the only reason I'm even saying that is because I've already watched the replay 5 times to confirm that fact. Yeah. So unfortunate circumstances.
So that restart, Bergie had to check up for Bradka in the 52. And when he went to go get back on the throttle, it was just a little too aggressive on cold tires and just blasted the outside wall.
When did this happen?
Just now.
Oh, okay. I did not see that.
That was the restart.
Yeah, it was just.
I thought it was a JB Banner situation.
Yeah, it was.
Banner checked up.
No.
Banner checked up for Bradka.
Yeah.
And then when he went to go get back on the throttle, just too aggressive and just blasted the outside wall. And interesting strategies happening here. Browder and Hagman both went down pit road. Travis Browder looks like he might be getting damage fixed as Hagman took fuel only again.
He knows what he wants.
He's playing the fuel game, that's for damn sure. But we are going to be going single file here. Your current lead lap cars: Jalen Battle, Gavin Martin, Damian Mulvey, Richard Poulter, Francisco Villareal, Skylar Carnes, John Nettich Jr., Austin Cook in 8th, Brian Chu, Joey Bergie, Joey Manis in 11th, Marcus Hagman in 12th, Marshall Moran in 13th, and Travis Browder in the 18th should be the last car being scored on the lead lap. So, Rhea, we're going to ask you the same question we've been asking all of the viewers watching here tonight. Favorite country group, artist, or whatnot, and favorite song by that artist?
Garth Brooks, Rodeo.
I can dig it. I'm
not a big country music fan. I'm actually very specific as to what country songs I like. And I like a lot of Garth Brooks music and Mary Chapin Carpenter as well.
You're going back a ways now.
Yes, sir. That's where it's at. Randy Travis, Alabama. Absolutely.
Yep,
that's where it's at.
Yeah, there was like a golden era of country music in like the late 80s, early 90s. And like you said, Alabama, Garth Brooks, Mary Chapin Carpenter.
And then what about the? I mean, it was right at the tail end of their hot spike, and then you brought in the beginning of Alan Jackson with the Chattahoochee song. It just kind of rolled right on into the new era right about that point.
Absolutely. And the one complaint that I have about the entirety of the music industry today is nobody's writing about their experiences anymore. It's all just, hey, I got a pickup and I got a big belt buckle and look at me, I want to be famous. No.
Yeah.
Write me a song about your dog leaving, your girlfriend dying, or something like that. Scratch that and reverse it.
I mean, if you want to throw way back, Johnny Cash, One Piece at a Time.
Absolutely.
One piece at a time, baby. Oh, yeah.
Johnny Cash had some great songs. Same with Waylon Jennings. The whole outlaw country music of the late 70s and the 80s. But lights are out on the pace car. Pace car is in. Battle has the button as the field works its way off at turn number 4. They get into the red cat restart zone. Battle holds them down. Green flag in the air. We are back underway. Gavin Martin giving Battle some pressure. Here comes the 00 Mulvey to the inside.
Mulvey's got a huge run going into turn 1 here under Gavin Marlin. Mulvey maintaining that lower line under Marlin, bringing the number 5 car, Richard Poulter, with him. Poulter now trying his inside line under Gavin Marlin into turn 3 and 4.
Absolutely. Points implications right now. Francisco Villareal has to turn the wick up. Currently sitting in the number 6 slot. That's going to hand the current championship battle to Jalen Battle, who is leading this piece right now.
Wow, what a turn of events here and excitement nonetheless, sitting right here on the edge of our seat, just waiting to see who is going to walk away with the iSNF Cup Series champion trophy tonight. Will it be Jalen Battle hoisting it into the air as he pretty much did coming out of the regular season?
Mulvey almost into the wall off of 4. I'm thinking that's what you were oohing about there, Jason.
Yeah, no, Cook had it very loose as well. Just towards the back of this little train.
And I'm thinking Gavin Marlin had problems as he has done nothing but backslide after restarting in the number 2 slot.
I'm Gavin pitted. Maybe he's on older tires?
No, he's on new.
Okay.
Jalen Battle, quickest lap of the race, 29 dead.
Wow. I know my fastest tonight was 29.4, so that guy's getting after it.
Yes, he is. Last time he was down pit road, everybody else came down pit road on lap 121 under the previous caution, as now with about a 6-car length gap back to the 00 Damian Mulvey. Mulvey, though, is under heavy pressure from the 5 of Poulter and the 19 of Carnes. Carnes now working the inside of Poulter as they come off a 4 drag race down the back straightaway. That is your battle for third.
Yeah, and they bring on FJ Francisco Villareal now looking to the inside of Poulter to try to take away 4th position now for those ever so important points. And looks like FJ is going to be patient and backed off just a little bit here to let them run single file here into the tri-oval.
Well, I dare say we're getting to that point in the race where the patient's about to die because Villareal, he's got to start making moves. Now, granted, we have not seen the money stop yet, but that money stop is going to be all important as we get into the closing laps of this event. Currently, 134 laps in the books. Jalen Battle showing the way, leading the race, leading the points championship right this second.
Yeah, it's coming down right to the wire. Kind of reminds me of the 1992 Winston Cup Championship between Bill Elliott and Alan Kulwicki. Just a mere 5 points back and forth all night long. Who's going to come away with the 5-point gap in their favor tonight? It's yet to be seen, but it is at right now battle on the point.
Well, that means we're going to have to put Jalen Battle in the 7 for next season with a Hooters paint scheme.
You know, that was one of my favorites.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just the Underbird, as they used to call it.
Yes, sir. That was a fantastic season.
The last privateer team to win a NASCAR Cup title. And Jalen Battle driving that Xbox NASCAR Heat number 27. Your regular season points champion, looking to capitalize here in the playoffs, currently showing the way. Damian Mulvey holding down the number 2 spot, looking to increase his stake in the draft coming in mid-January as the teams get restructured. Skylar Carnes right there as well. Richard Poulter looking to do the same. He's a little bit back, though. Francisco Villareal fading in 5th.
Yeah, Skylar Carnes now takes away 2nd place from Damian Mulvey. Skylar Carnes definitely got his sights on Jalen Battle now, as that gap is now shortening just a little bit here and there, as the 19 car coming into the trial will definitely going to work on the 27 here pretty soon, I think.
Absolutely, and we were talking about Skylar Carnes earlier, driving pissed off after getting into an incident prior to getting into one with you, but driving pissed off from that point forward. And you can see the aggression in the 19 as he is just clicking off these laps. A full 1/10 of a second to the good, better than your current leader, Jalen Battle.
Skylar got into me. Skylar and I never wrecked into each other.
Oh, that wasn't Skylar. I apologize.
Okay.
But Skylar did get into an incident with a lap car and driving pissed off. But as you can see it.
Yeah. He's got some right front damage just a little bit.
51, I think?
Yes, it was. It was the 51.
Carl Rourke, yeah.
I do apologize.
Yeah, they were going back and forth on the radio for a little bit. It was actually hilarious because Skylar's the kind of guy that even when he's mad, he's hilarious. Because he goes straight to the point first, and then he explains, and the whole time he's doing it, I'm laughing because he's just hilarious. He's a great guy, and even when he's mad, he's friendly. And
definitely one of those guys that any team would be happy to have him on their team. Oh yeah,
I mean he's fast, he's funny, and freaky. The 3 Fs, you can't get any better than that.
Absolutely, is the battle for the lead of this race starting to heat up as we are inside 60 to go. Jalen Battle currently showing the way. Skylar Carnes reeling him in ever so slightly, about a 1/2 a lap. Go ahead, math majors. Send your hate mail now. That's Tony Trapasso, care of ESPN Towers, Syracuse, New York, P.O. Box OU 812.
We've got Jalen Battle with 6 career ISNF wins. Will it be number 7 or will it be stayed at 6? But the most important trophy in the championship category, which is even more important than a dub tonight. But it'll really, really solidify, or not solidify, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's the word such as it will make it solid if he gets a win tonight on top of that championship win.
It'll cement his dominance of this season.
There we go.
That's the one.
As I mentioned, currently 9 wins on the season so far.
Khan's coming through on Battle as well.
Side by side coming across the stripe. Give the lead to Battle that lap. That second lane starting to come into its own as these guys are about 20 laps, just over 20 laps on this current set of tires. Carnes, slide job out of 2. Battle crosses him over down the back straightaway.
Well, inside line's going to work for him. He's so close to the apron down there.
No, it's not.
No, it doesn't look like that inside line's working anymore. You've got to have fresher tires for that.
Ooh, it's getting bumper to bumper contact here between the 27 and the 19. Oh, got a little bit of rub in there. Mulvey's got an excellent view out the front of his windshield, looking at this battle happen in front of him. And by doing that, he's able to gain on these 2 front cars since they were side by side and had a little bit of a scuffle there. So now the 00 with a little momentum here. It is going to be a 3-way battle here pretty soon, guys.
It's about to be a 5-car battle as Poulter and Villareal are right there as well.
You're right. Yeah, the 5-car just peeked up under my bottom of my screen here. Poulter with a good run here, too.
They are fast approaching a lapper. That looks like the 7. Yes,
Driven
it
by
is.
Casey Tomlinson, yep.
Tomlinson has just had a rough night tonight.
Yeah, he's hit just about everything except for the pace car.
We're having ice cream.
And it was the opposite for me. Everything, including the pace car, hit me tonight. So here I sit in the booth with you gentlemen.
She's got to be talking about you, Jason, because I ain't no gentleman. Anyways, the battle up at the front of this thing really hot and heavy as they're working around the 6 of John Hopley next. Hopley gets down to the low side and stays out of the way.
Yeah, that's good sportsmanship by the number 6 car, letting these guys do their thing on the lead lap here and fight it out the way it should be.
Absolutely. Let's take a look a little bit further back at the man that came into tonight in the points lead, currently running in the number 10 spot and fading. Oldest tires on track right now, belonging to the 54 of Marcus Hagman. Hagman's been on a real different strategy all night.
Yeah, he really has, and he's not had a solid night tonight. He has been a lot of mid-pack racing tonight. I've noticed he's been racing a lot further back than he normally does. I just don't think he can get quite the handle on this track. He was struggling quite a bit too.
Poulter going for a ride through the infield.
Who is it?
Poulter.
Oh, what happened?
Probably something with the 23 and the 00.
00 bounces off the wall and gave Poulter the old Spanish archer coming off before, the old elbow, and sent him down into the infield. So that is going to help Francisco Villareal, as now Villareal up into third. That means Villareal by 2 in the point standings right now.
Well held for the number 5 as well.
So the 5 car driven by Richard Poulter from Great Britain and the 00 driven by Damian Mulvey out of Ireland. Are we positive that it was a Spanish archer?
Okay, it was a Mexican archer. It was the old elbow.
No, I'm saying it was an Irishman and a Britishman. So what do you get there?
I can think of a couple things I can call it, but none of them are PG.
I don't think those two go too well together, to be honest.
Yeah, I can think of a couple things to call it, but none of them are PG at this point.
Oh, I can just think of some late night brawls, really, after a couple too many.
Well, you know, with the holiday season coming up, my family used to have a tradition where, you know, all the men in the family would go out to a bar on Christmas Eve and get pretty well inebriated, and then they'd come home and deck the halls. And, you know, looking back on my childhood, I'm really surprised that the halls lived next to us for so long.
Well, Battle's...
These are the jokes. Stay with me.
Yeah. Battle's putting the heat back on Skylar here as we start winding some laps down.
Well, I think Jalen realizes what the math is currently with Villareal right there in third. He needs one car in between him and Villareal to get the championship here tonight, considering both had that bonus point for leading a lap.
And while that's happening, Hagman has probably the best seat in the house for the battle for 7th between Chew, Cook and Burgee. He's going to get himself involved here, trying to go down the inside of Burgee. That's probably not going to work for him, though. Just yet.
Probably not.
But he has been catching these guys quite considerably.
So we're getting near that point where you can almost make it from here. And the question is, who's got an extra set after this set of green flag pit stops, should we get them. Hagman just throws it to the inside of Burgee. Burgee gives him plenty of room. Hagman now up into 9th as Cook is all over the back bumper of Chew.
Yeah,
and now it's backs off.
Pretty sure out of those for the championship, it's just Hagman with fresh tires to
Hagman's the only
spare
one.
set. Rather.
Hagman's the only one that's going to have a spare set after the next set of pit stops.
Yeah.
So should we get a late race caution again with 10 to go, Hagman's going to be in the catbird seat. You got to think.
I feel like he's also got time to react as well. So when
right,
Khan's Battle, Villareal, etc. come down, he's going to be able to come down on the same lap.
Absolutely. Is that battle up front getting a little bit strung out as they work their way around the lap car? That is the 24 of
Burgee into
Smith.
Cook, hold it.
Yikes.
Just about holding it there. Austin Cook in the 33.
Austin Cook has been used like a pinball all night. Late race caution. Here we go. Travis Browder in the 18.
Yep, Travis Browder.
Oh, what was
what
that?
happened there? Was that netcode?
It started back in turn 1 with the 34.
But what I'm seeing is he just took a hard right into the wall for no reason.
Back it up. Back it up to turn 1. You'll see he was outside the 34. 34 catches the apron, goes up into Browder. Browder bangs the wall, breaks the right front suspension on the car, doesn't realize it's broke, picks the throttle back up, and sends it into turn 3. And that car is absolutely trashed at that point. Down onto the apron, and boom, on its lid he goes.
Has been having handling problems all evening, from what I understand. I just
went on the onboard of Browder, and it does look like he turned left early and then just took a hard right into the wall.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't quite.
As we have wholesale pit stops happening. All
surprising.
12 cars on the lead lap, all coming in. That's going to put Mike Smith in the 24 back on the lead lap, getting the free pass. Russell Brodka staying out to get the wave around. Same with Iskandar, Cook. I would dare say Manis is going to be the other one that's going to stay out as well. Winning the battle off pit road is going to be the 19 of Carnes. 4 in fuel for everybody.
And I will admit I am a little bit envious of the 24 car driven by Michael Smith tonight. He and I had almost identical cars tonight as far as handling and performance goes. He and I ran side by side multiple laps, and he raced me very clean. And I would be right with where Michael is at right now had I not got taken out, not once, but 4 times tonight. And I just great run for Michael. Go get him. Go do what I was gonna do. In other words, so
absolutely.
Now you've just got to hope that he doesn't do anything stupid.
Mike Smith, another one of those ones from over in the A portion of the world.
Yep, he is the owner of the A1 Performance Products, which is a former sponsor of our truck series. And hats off to him and Poulter for being in the league as long as they have, and bringing on Steve Fishburne and Mark Flounders occasionally as well to race in our league. So I love having them from across the pond. It's been a long time having them, and their families are always watching the broadcast as well. So big shout out to Emma and all the ladies there that are the wives and girlfriends of the Brits. We call them the British invasion here in ISNF. Because when they came on strong, and they brought a lot of people with them. I'm like, we're being invaded.
Fair enough. As field's starting to form back up, we've got quite a few cars electing to take the wave around. Brackett and Cook being two of the bigger names. That's going to give us 15 cars on the lead lap when we go back to green flag action. So,
in all of this, the big winner here has been Marcus Hagman.
Absolutely. He's up to 6th.
Yeah, if he can keep up with Battle and Villareal, all he's got to do is finish
within one
remotely
spot of
near
the two of them.
Yeah.
It boils down to because all three of our I say this, our championship contenders, there's mathematically there was 4 coming in tonight, but realistically it was 3. Hagman, Villareal, and Battle. Villareal coming into tonight, Hagman coming into tonight, 13 points to the good over Villareal and 21 points to the good over Battle. If Hagman can finish 5th or better, he's got the championship, regardless of what Battle and Villareal do.
I'm not good at math, guys.
Not
so
Not sure I follow on that, because then there'll be a 25-point difference between Villareal and Hagman if Villareal...
Oh, that's right. It's 5 points. I'm sorry. I keep thinking 2. Sorry. It's a 5-point difference. So Villareal or Hagman has to finish within 1 spot of the other 2.
Once again, back to green. As they lead them down the front stretch on the turn 1. Like we got a little bit of a battle here with the 11.
Whoa!
Carnes all sorts of sideways coming off of 2. That's going to give the advantage to Battle going into 3. Battle back to the point, back to the championship lead.
And it's Jalen Battle now coming into the tri-oval, leading him once again. Francisco up to 3rd now, Mulvey in 4th. Richard Poulter rounding out the top 5.
Don't look now, but that's a Swedish Camaro sitting in 6th.
Yes, it is. We have a little bit of an international flair, an Irishman, an Englishman, and a Swede, all getting ready to pounce on the 3 Americans running 1, 2, and 3. What do we have here as far as who can do what? Time will tell. It's winding down.
Again, I got to think the current person in the catbird seat is that 54 Hagman, because I don't think we're done seeing that dreaded yellow flag, as we are going to be 34 to go this time across the stripe. Battle showing the way, currently leading the point standings by 3 points.
And saying the fastest lap.
And how about Marshall Moran running in 8th position right now? He's out there just to have fun, just to hang out and enjoy the night. And he's running P8 right now and having a great time doing it in that number 22 machine.
How about Joey Burgee up 28 spots from where he started?
Yeah, Joey's had a yo-yo night. He's been up front. He's been everywhere on the track. He's had the Grand Tour. So.
And Brian Chu has put it on the hauler.
Wow. Okay.
But these guys, everybody's doing what they can to cement their season so far. And Battle doing what he needs to do currently, keeping that 19 behind him to put the stamp on the season. Your regular season points champion coming into tonight with 9 wins on the season. 2 wins, 9 top 10s, 9 top 5s, 16 top 10s after 19 of 20 races.
That's incredible to put it in the top 10 16 out of 19 times. I mean, that's incredible. And, I really have to salute Jalen for sticking it out. I know he's had a couple bad races mixed in there where he got a little bit down in the dumps about it. And I'm like, man, you're still in the points lead. Just ride it out, man. You got to have the downs with the ups, just part of the season. And, he came back and put his best foot forward. And here he is again, just climbing back into the mix. And, that's what a champion driver does. And they just don't give up, and they're relentless. And
looks like Moran just caught the wall off of 4.
Oh,
as the battle for 6 was starting to heat up there, as Austin Cook was putting a little bit of pressure on Marcus Hagman, 41 coming out of the pits. It's Derek Cook as he put his final set of tires on.
Yeah, speaking of Marcus Hagman, I've run some numbers quickly, and as it stands with Battle and Villareal, Marcus Hagman would need to be in 4th position. Then he would have a 1-point lead over Battle. Then it would be Villareal in 3rd. But as it stands, it would be Battle, Villareal, Hagman.
Absolutely is. The 00 working his way around the 16. That is JB Banner, who just recently came down pit road to get his final set of tires.
Although, actually, what are we looking at incident-wise?
Let me go look. Why? Jalen Battle 0x.
Oh.
5-point bonus.
0x.
So those are 5-point bonuses.
Yeah, and Hagman is 8x. So those are 2 5-point bonuses. That means now Hagman has to finish 3rd or higher.
Yep. So that's
And
just...
who is it that had the pole?
It was Carnes.
Oh, okay. So that's not a factor tonight. Okay. Who has led the most laps? Is that Battle?
We
it's a toss-up between Battle and Carnes.
Yeah.
It all depends on what this last 25 laps brings us, as we are 25 to go.
Yep, Gavin Marlin and Marcus Hagman fighting it out now. Hagman's got to really hope for that last caution to come out.
It's the only shot he's got, as the 3 of Marlin gets by him, and now he's fallen back into the clutches of the 33 of Austin Cook. I mean, it's been a valiant effort from the Verizon team this tonight. That 33 he hasn't been comfortable in the car from what it looked like, but he's done what he could.
With Austin, obviously, in team chat for a lot of the night, and you're right. He's a little uncomfortable in the car, but he's uncomfortable, but also confident at the same time. And I know it sounds a little contradictory, but that's exactly where he's at. He's confident that he can do well, despite the fact that he is a little bit loose and a little uncomfortable in the car at this track. But that's the thing. Yeah,
we know Austin can wheel a car.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's a former champion from last season. He knows how to get the job done on Sundays, and it's unfortunate he may not be back with us next season due to some circumstances with him relocating, and also him taking up real life racing on the weekends and may not be able to commit to a full-time schedule here. Of course, he's always welcome to come back and race part-time, or if he decides to come back full-time one day, we'd love to have him. But, Austin, it's been a pleasure, having you in the league. Your dad, Tim Cook there, he's in the chat a lot. We love your family and how you guys support our league. You guys have a home here always and forever. But he's having a great run tonight, and I think that's pretty much where we're at as far as his career here in iSNF. Is he's a solid driver, and he's going to probably end up with a solid finish tonight. Just kind of put that little cherry on top of the iSNF career cake here. So, yep, that's where we're at.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not been a night all his way, but he's been a solid driver all season. And, more times than not, he's kept that car out of trouble. And, we know Austin knows how to wheel a car. And I think whatever team owner picks him up in the real world is going to be very happy with the talent of that young man.
Yeah, he's already got some wins in the Bandoleros. I think he's moving into the Legends cars next season. So looking forward and excited to see what he can do behind the wheel of those cars on the weekends too. So, again, I'm friends with his dad and him on Facebook. I'm able to kind of follow his career along, and then another talent young man of Gavin Marlin of age 10. That's another one too. And I'm wondering if Gavin and Austin will ever meet someday on track. They are both from the South, and it's very possible they could run into each other and actually race in real life against each other like they are right here in iSNF. So that would be really cool. That would be a fun one to watch.
Battle for fourth really starting to heat up right now. That's Richard Poulter in the 5, the 00, Damian Mulvey, and the 3 of the aforementioned Gavin Marlin, all right there in lockstep. Poulter able to wrestle the number 4 spot away from Mulvey, as now they work on the lap car. That is the 66 of John Nedich Jr. Coming off of turn number 4, Nedich stays high, gives the 5 plenty of room down low, as that's going to give Poulter just a little bit of breathing room now in that HendrickCards.com Chevy Camaro.
A bit of a bobble between the 3 and the 66, but they do end up separating on the backstretch, which is good news. But I thought for a second there that the 3 and the 66 were going to...
battle for the lead.
Absolutely.
Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead, Jason.
You're fine.
Yeah, we've got Skylar Carnes on the inside and Jalen Battle on the outside going for it for the lead. Obviously, we're seeing that outside line work better when they're later into tyre runs, and we can probably say that they're getting close to that point at this point in time.
Yeah, they've already worn all the goodie off the tires. They are 15, about to be 14 to go this coming time across the stripe. Battle with the nose out front. A little bit of a bobble drag race to the stripe. Battle pinches Carnes down. Carnes, though, right there. That last time across, 13 thousandths to the good for Jalen Battle.
Yeah, and it's a drag race down the backstretch right now as they are neck and neck. And it's Skylar on the inside still, and with that little bit of a run coming off that corner. But then Battle has a better run coming down the tri-oval, so it is just a fierce neck and neck battle coming into turn 1.
Yeah, well, Battle knows that he's got to be in front of Carnes to get the championship from Villareal. Villareal currently sitting in 3rd place right now in the catbird seat. Carnes lets Battle go. Here
not
comes
saying
Villareal
that much longer.
for second.
He's going to try it, and I was just about to say that we'd love to see this racing, but I hope Carnes races them maybe a bit more carefully than he might do anyone else, because we definitely wouldn't want to see anything
nobody
major.
Wants to be that guy.
Yeah, exactly. But now we have Battle first, Villareal second.
And it would be Villareal by 2 if the race were to end this way. depending on if Jalen Battle can clinch most laps led here tonight.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to come down to if we don't have any other outside factors in this.
11 laps to go. Battle showing the way. Villareal sitting in second. Marcus Hagman is up to 7th, but that's not going to do it for the championship. Battle
look
for
at this.
Francisco on the inside of Battle.
Both
Has
these
Francisco
guys
led a lap? Has Francisco led a lap tonight?
Yes.
Yep.
Not only do these guys want to win the war, they want to win the battle to cement and leave no doubt as to who the champion is. Villareal, half a car length to the good as they work their way through 1 and 2. 10 laps to go. Get your popcorn ready, folks, because this is going to get fun.
Yeah, when you say showtime at the beginning of the race, it's been that all race long as these guys are really letting it come down to the wire. For you fans out there, I'm sure you're all at the edge of your seat here. Yeah, definitely stay tuned. Don't miss a beat here because we've got 9 laps now of pure excitement here in the iSNF series.
Yeah, I have
Absolutely.
to say, I watched the new Spider-Man movie today, and this is the most tense thing I've seen all day.
As the 19 works to the outside of Villareal, going to have to pinch him down to work the way through lap traffic. That is the 6 of Hopley getting out of the way. Still 3 cars for the lead. The 19 slips high going through 1 and 2. That's going to let Villareal get into second. Battle shows the way. Currently 8 laps to go. Villareal all over the back bumper of Battle right now. Carnes right there as well. 3-car tango. Who's going to win the battle? Who's going to win the war? Right now, Battle is winning the battle. Villareal is winning the war. Currently sitting in the number 2 spot. 3 points to the good currently without the bonus points for most laps led.
And you have to wonder, too, if Skylar Carnes isn't maybe letting Francisco take that spot here with just single digits left of laps to go. They are alliance mates here, and it's possible Skylar is doing Francisco a solid because he knows that he's got to get out there and get those extra 5 points. And Skylar not being in the chase, not being in the hunt for a championship, that's the way teammates and alliance mates are supposed to work. If you don't have a car that's going to get a dub, why not let your teammate get out there and get those extra 5 points to get a championship trophy and bring it home?
Absolutely. As we are going to be 5 to go this time across the stripe. Jalen Battle in the Chevy Camaro showing the way. The Toyota Camry of Francisco Villareal sitting in second place. Has his alliance mate Skylar Carnes right there behind him. Without the bonus points for most laps led, which we are not 100% certain which way it's going to go. It's either going to go to Carnes or Battle. Villareal has the points lead by 2.
So what you're telling me is, it's going to be down to the wire, and I'm going to have to calculate this as soon as the race is over.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Which is why I'm still awake and I have to work in the morning. So,
well, I do appreciate that, Rhea. But
yeah, I'm gonna make it happen.
What we are gonna do, if they finish in this order with 3 to go, if they finish in this order, we are gonna start with our 3rd place finisher in the race, and then that should give you time to determine who between Jalen Battle and Francisco Villareal are going to win the championship.
And those numbers are going to be crunched on one of our shout-out sponsors, simracerhub.com. You run a league out there, look no further than simracerhub.com to crunch your numbers. You upload the data in there, and it does all the math for you. And in a matter of a couple minutes, you've got all the answers to the equations that we're trying to figure out right now. So, yeah, while you guys do some interviews, I will go to simracerhub.com and get that done. And I will announce.
1 lap to go. 1.33 miles is all he's got to do is hold on for the W on track tonight. If he clinches most laps led, which it's going to be close, Jalen Battle would win the championship by 3. Jalen Battle, Francisco Villareal, 1 and 2 on track. 1 more turn to go. Battle bringing it out of 4. Battle is going to win the battle. We're going to have to wait to see who wins the war, though. Championship over. Jalen Battle coming home with the win. Francisco Villareal coming home in second place in the race. Skylar Carnes getting third in the race. We are going to go to interviews to hear. We're gonna have to wait until we hear from league owner Ria Ferris as to who won the championship. So we are going to start off our interviews as soon as I can find him. Where is he? Why can I not find him? We are going to try to start our interviews with Skylar Carnes. There he is. And I am just going to move him there, which will allow me to move him to there. So we are going to start off with our third place finisher in the race, Skylar Carnes. And Skylar, you set quick time in qualifying. You had a strong car all night long. Talk us through those final handful of laps.
So the final handful of laps, I know on one of the green flag runs, we got into the 51 car and we took some damage, right front damage. So we were going to be screwed on that long run with the damage. So that was going to hurt us tenfold. So I tried to get back out into the clean air. That way I could work and save my stuff. And on the last green flag start, whenever we took the green once again, I spun it or got it loose in 1 and 2, saved it, and then after that it was a job of trying to just get back to Jalen, and I think I cooked my tires a little too much by the time I got to him, and he used that outside line to protect, and that's the line whenever your tires wear down to use. So he had the preferred line, and I had nothing for him. Francisco was on my inside. I was just trying to get Jalen to burn his stuff up to where Francisco had a shot, because he's my teammate, to sit and try to pass Jalen for the lead. So it was just a little play at that point. I knew I didn't have it at the end to win, but I definitely knew I had a top 5 car. We had a very fast car all night long, probably the fastest of the night for sure. But unfortunately, we just once again, bad luck gets us, and we got some damage. But we fixed it, we managed, and we pushed it all the way to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jalen, you had one of the cars to beat all night long. We were doing the quick math, and it's going to come down. The championship is going to come down to who led the most laps between you and Jalen Battle. That's going to be the deciding factor in the championship.
I'm nowhere in contention. I was just
say we're talking.
It's going to be Francisco. Yeah, it'll be Francisco and Jalen. I know Francisco finished right behind Jalen, so it's going to be who finished where in points, and it's going to be tough.
Right, but I'm saying with the points championship, that championship is going to be decided between you and Jalen, between the two of you, who led the most laps. If you led the most laps, the championship goes to Francisco. If Jalen led the most laps, Jalen gets the championship.
I see. So yeah, I think I might have the most laps led compared to Jalen, but it's unsure.
Did, sir. And yes, you did lead the most laps here tonight. The results are in, and Jalen, Skylar, congratulations on the podium here tonight. Who do you need to thank for this season?
I definitely want to thank all the guys and gals over on the JGR team alliance, all my teammates, Brian, Chu, definitely the 18 car, Travis, he's one heck of a guy. Super nice to talk to. Amazing. Emily, she's doing an amazing job for her first time around. Francisco, I still don't know the points if he won the championship. Hell of a season, hell of a run.
We're going to announce that as soon as we're done talking to you.
So we'll see how that goes. I definitely want to thank all the fans in the 19 machine out there rooting, going on. And I want to thank Marcus Hagman, Jalen Battle tonight. We put on a freaking show. He raced his heart out. He earned it. He earned this win here tonight. So I want to thank everybody there. I want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. And I definitely also want to thank, the league admins and everybody who makes this league come together. I know tonight was a little rough. Little on the rougher side with tempers flaring in the chat, but we'll get that squared away going for Daytona.
All right, Skylar, we will see you in season 3. Best of luck to you next season. Hopefully you can continue to expand on the good runs that you've had this season.
Thank you, gentlemen. Look forward to see y'all next season.
So that was our third place race finisher, Skylar Carnes. And I'm going to turn the mic over now to the league owner, Rhea Ferris. Rhea, you can go ahead and make the announcement now, please.
The season 2 champion of the BladeNode.com iSNF Cup Series is Francisco Villareal out of Westlaco, Texas, number 23. Car number. He won the championship by a mere 3 points with a total of 5,814 over Jalen Battle, coming home second in the championship at 58.11, and the world's fastest lead of Marcus Hagman with 5,798.
Absolutely. And we are going to reach out now to the men who finished number 1 and number 2 on track, and number 1 and number 2 in the point standings. First of all, I want to say, Jalen Battle, you had an amazing season this year, sir. Regular season points champion, and just barely getting edged out for the playoff championship. I know it's got to be frustrating, but Jalen, you can't be too disappointed in the season you had.
No, absolutely not. I just want to say congratulations to Francisco. Congratulations to all the championship guys. They had a fantastic season, fantastic chase, and pretty big props to Skylar and Francisco there for just the greatest battle I think I've had in iRacing. Nah, I mean it does suck that I know we're not gonna have the championship, but I mean that win was something special right there. I knew I had a really bad last week race at Sonoma, and I knew I lost points at Dover. Dover was a really important race for us, but I did the best I could, and I'll leave with my head high going into next season. But that was just awesome. The battle was just great.
One of the most dominating seasons we have seen for any driver anywhere in the iRacing servers. In 20 races, you had 17 top 10 finishes and 10 top 5s with 3 wins. Those are some of the best numbers we have seen of any driver anywhere in any league we have ever covered. And just came up 3 points short in the final point standings. But I mean, Jalen, what a season, sir. Congratulations. I mean, I know second place isn't where you're hoping, but moving into season 3, you've got to be excited to kick this one back off.
Absolutely. I mean, we'll see what happens over the off season, but I just want to give a huge shout out to the league owner, Rhea, and all the admins. They've been running a fantastic league and keeping everyone together, and just week in, week out, just putting on great racing, and a very welcome league that you can be a part of and participate in. I just want to give a shout out to them, but we'll be back next season, and hopefully we'll be championship winners.
All right, and we are now going to go to our second place race finisher. Didn't win the battle, but definitely won the war. Francisco Villareal, what do you have to say?
Man, I mean, that race from the beginning was hectic. It was awesome battling. I mean, there at the end, it was coming down to the thin line. Jalen, Skylar, me, we had just an amazing battle. I couldn't have asked for a better finish. It I know me and Jalen during the regular season, we took off and we're consistent all thing. And like I said, shout out to Jalen, man. It was fun running with him all week. I know we had our battles at Dover, we had our battles at multiple tracks. It was just awesome racing with him. And the closest margin, I definitely say this was race of the year.
Absolutely. And you did exactly what you needed to do to cement that championship coming into the closing laps of this race. A little bit of help from a fellow Toyota driver allowed you to bring home that championship. Man, you've had a great playoff series.
Yeah, I mean, I started off a little rocky with Charlotte, me getting DQ'd from the Coke 600. And then the incident that happened at Dover, but I was able to rebound back and be consistent throughout the rest of the playoffs and do some really good performances and maintain my positions, especially at Sonoma, where that was really a make or break track for me. That was either going to give me a chance or I was done for.
Well, it definitely gave you a chance coming into tonight, and you capitalized to the best of your ability. You did get a lap lead, which was the all-important bonus point that you needed, or 5 bonus points that you needed to win that championship by 3. Talk us through the pit strategy tonight. Was it something that you had planned pre-race, or was it just something that happened naturally?
Pit strategy is always based on tires for me, but it was interesting during the race. It kind of got switched up. One of the biggest things that I made on the fly was staying out one lap after the leaders pit, because when Skylar and Jalen pit on one of the pit stops, in order for me to secure bonus points that would negate Jalen's bonus points for leading a lap, I had to lead a lap. So with that one lap, I think I only led one lap. I was able to secure those bonus points for leading the lap by staying one lap extra. And it paid off. I did lose time, but I thought, those it's all about points. If I could just maintain my position, that's what's gonna matter. And then the rest was just run it till it's dry and take your tires and just try and run consistently all race. And luckily it worked.
Yeah, absolutely. And you did make it work. You played the points game to perfection. But Francisco, as we come to close this season, I know you're looking forward to season 3 of the iSNF Cup Series. Who do you need to thank for this season?
First I want to give a shout out to the league. Obviously, without the league, all of this wouldn't be on. And just having amazing racing and amazing drivers, creating the teams, the paint schemes, taking all that effort. It's just awesome. Shout out to Rhea. She's the one that does all this, puts in a lot of work and effort, basically a full-time job. I want to give a shout out to my gaming org, the St. Louis Leviathans, for always supporting me and giving me the support whenever I need it, whenever I'm trying to get better. And shout out to my teammates Skylar, Travis, Brian Chu, Emily. All of them have been helpful throughout the entire season. I know next season this will be my last race for a little bit while I focus on Road to Pro. So I sadly won't be in for next season, but I do plan on returning after Road to Pro finishes up. But I couldn't have asked for a better season and a better league to run in.
Well, Francisco, you definitely made the statement here tonight that you don't mess with Texas.
And Francisco, as the league owner, I want to personally congratulate you as well. I want to say thank you for all of what you've done for the league, mentoring drivers along the way, helping them get better. I'm sure it's a little bit of a give and take. They help you, you help them, but you've really shown what a leader can be as far as mentoring goes in this league, and you were definitely that all season long. You were here every week, and you did what it took to win the championship, and you brought home the trophy. Congratulations on that, and no one can take that away from you. So good luck in Road to Pro next season, and you're always going to have a home here at iSNF.
I greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I couldn't have asked for a better league to start in. This is my first league I ever started in, so definitely learned a lot while being here and from the drivers and gained a lot of experience, helped me get better. So I appreciate everything done for me and all the drivers.
Absolutely. Francisco, best of luck to you in Road to Pro. Hopefully, next time we do see you on track in the iSNF series, you got that black bumper sticker.
I greatly hope so.
So there were our points finishers. Jason, I'm going to go to you first. What's your takeaway from season 2 of the iSNF Cup Series?
Fantastic. I mean, I'm a man of few words, and that's the word I'm gonna choose now. It came right down to the wire. Realistically, any three of those could have won it pretty much until the last lap. You never know what's gonna happen. And just out of interest, Rhea, do you get to see how close the laps led thing was?
And I'm sitting here just in a moment of nostalgia. I mean, we were talking about the 1992 NASCAR Winston Cup Series, and as an avid NASCAR fan growing up, watching Bill Elliott and Alan Kawicki, Davey Allison, and company, that 92 season, I remember like it was yesterday. My mom and I were having a French fry party, sitting down on the floor with a coffee table, watching that race, and it came down to exactly the uncanny similarities of tonight, whether or not this driver led the most laps or not. And the winner of the race was Bill Elliott in that Atlanta race in 92. But did he win the championship? No, it was P2 Alan Kawicki, because he had led the most laps. And so it was just uncanny similarities, and really, really, really hit home. I've got kind of a world of emotions of that right now. And it was just a very rewarding ending to such a long season of a lot of work, a lot of ups and downs, but man, I could not have thought of a better finish for these guys.
Right, but the question was, how close was that most laps led point between Carnes and Battle tonight?
So Carnes led 76, and Battle won Battle led 65, and Carnes 76. So a matter of 11 laps.
That's about as close as you're ever going to see it. And it's that 5 bonus points that got taken from Jalen Battle that he was not able to secure, that Francisco Villareal was able to come home with points champion.
Yeah. And I mean, I mean, then you have Gavin and Marcus and Joey and John. They all had a lap led here and there. So it was just, when you take some away from the others, then there's not as much meat left on the bone to grab. And Battle just didn't quite have that one last chomp that he needed on that meat stick. And then he just ended up with 65, and Skylar ended up with 76. And that's just the way the cookie crumbled here tonight at Nashville Super Speedway. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you all season long. I want to personally thank you and SRM, ESBN, just what a great group of guys over there at the broadcasting team. It's been a great season. And we definitely look forward to having you come back for iSNF Daytona Speed Weeks, which will be January 1st and 2nd. I know you guys will be covering some of the stuff on the 2nd, but I do appreciate everything, and we definitely look forward to a new season here in a couple weeks.
So very short off season, getting ready to roll into season 3. Rhea, it's been amazing. I know I came in towards the tail end of your guys' season, just before the playoffs started. And I can't thank you enough, and I can't thank Jason enough for welcoming me with open arms. And Jason, I want to say this to everybody. Jason Soford, it has been a pleasure to work with you in the closing races of this season.
As has been a pleasure working with you. I think you've definitely carried some of the broadcasts with your knowledge in comparison to my lack of most of the time. But overall, yeah, it's been great fun working with you, working on this league. So thank you to yourself, thank you to Rhea, and obviously thank you to everyone at home watching as well.
I think that's going to about do it for us tonight. As Season 2 comes to a close, we're getting ready for Season 3 here in 2 weeks. I do want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday season, as we are going to be off for next week for the Christmas holiday. But, please don't party too hardy, because we are going to be back on January 2nd with Daytona Speed Weeks for the iSNF Season 3. So for Miss Rhea Ferris, for Mr. Jason Soford, this is Tony Trapasso reminding you folks that as you walk down the road of life,